Hello everyone, this is Jimmy Singh, broker owner of Supermax Realty, 647-961-2639. Welcome to my channel Real Estate Edge with Jimmy Singh. In today's video, I like to talk about a question put forward by one of the viewers. So what happened? The person, he bought a resale older property, and after closing, he found out there are certain defects, which were not very obvious prior to the closing. So he called me and asked me a question, what is his recourse? So I told him, I said, talk to your lawyer, talk to your real estate broker, so maybe they can understand, what's going on. But at the same time, in this short video, I like to talk about what are the common defects which buyers should be aware. And there's a special legal term we use in real estate. It's called caveat emptor. Folks, I've been selling real estate for last 17 years. And one of the common complaints after the after the closing or the litigation happened when the buyer found out there's some material hidden or defects in the property which were not disclosed. And since it is very common in today's market in 2022 that we are noticing multiple offers in London real estate, Toronto real estate, Kitchener-Waterloo, Sarnia, Windsor, Niagara Falls, Hamilton. These are all the markets our team at Supermax Realty services. And many buyers are being forced to submit offers on the property that either they haven't seen it properly or not had the opportunity to inspect. Because as soon as the property comes on the market, there's an offer date. Most of the people are working during weekdays, they don't have time. And on the weekday, weather is kind of crazy. And in the heat of the moment, they just make an offer. So what are their options? Are there any protections legally? So I noticed in this market for the last year and a half, some sellers are taking advantage of these kind of opportunities because the market is hot and buyers have to make decisions pretty quickly. And they are, hiding these kind of deficiency and defects in the property. And it is very, very critical for the buyers to understand a fundamental Latin principle called caveat emptor. So folks, this is the principle that states that a buyer who buys something, that person is responsible for making sure that the thing is in a good working order. And there's two important defects that we see in real estate. First is called latent defect, other is called patent defect. So what is a latent defect? So these are those defects that could not be discovered by reasonable, thorough inspection before your completion of a purchase. For example, if there's mold behind the walls, if there's a structure problem, there's a plumbing issue, or there's a basement leakage, or sump pump not working, if the snow is getting thawed in winter. So those are all the defects, they're very hard to see with the bare eyes because they are hidden. Or maybe sometime, people put new drywall in the basement to hide it, or some, sellers, do patch up work so they don't have to, tell the buyers. So these kind of defects, folks, are called latent defects. And but if a buyer becomes aware of a latent defect before closing, and and he decided to complete the purchase, they might have lost their ability to pursue against any claims, because if they're aware and but they never brought to the notice of their lawyer, so they have hard time proving in the court of law until and unless the seller is covering for these defects and they're trying to misrepresent the state of the property being sold, right? And the other defect, folks, is patent defect. So these are those defects that can be discovered by a reasonable inspection or a normal tour of the property, and these are visual, right? So let's say, for example, there's a hole in the property, there's scratches on the wall, or there's scratches on your cabinetry or flooring. These are all visible defects, and there comes the rule caveat emptor. The responsibility and the onus falls on the purchaser. See, if it is found that the seller misrepresent the property or intentionally try to cover up the defect, it will nullify the concept of buyer beware, and it will most likely result in the seller being held liable to certain degree to the purchaser for that defect if the somebody do litigation or drag the seller to the court. At the same token, when we are training at our office, Supermax Realty, especially the new agents, when I'm training them, we discuss all these issues that they can come across in their daily dealing with the public. And another thing is also stigma properties. For example, if there's a grow up in a house or there's somebody died in the property, so these are all the stigmas that as honest agents you have to deal with public. It's a good policy to be honest and disclose these things upfront. And what happen is our real estate agents, they also have an obligation under our REBA 2002 Ontario Act, and also our Real Estate Council Code of Ethics under the section 3 and 4, which tells agents to be fair to the public and be honest, and also protect their clients' best interest. And also there's a section called 21 regarding to material defect in the property. So those are all the things because of the seller negligence and due to the action or inaction of the agent, the court can extend liability even to the real estate broker. So be very, very careful, folks, when you're looking to buy a property. And if you feel that you're taken advantage of, there's obviously recourse. And at the same time, as I said, the main thing is caveat emptor. So if you see all those scratches, holes on the walls, or the flooring has been scrapped, or there's certain plumbing, toilet is running or whatever before closing, you end up closing the transaction. It's very hard for you to go back and sue the sellers, because those are all visible things. You should have easily picked them up before buying the property. And one tip I can give to all my customers and my purchasers is to go for pre-inspection before buying the property. So even if the offer is 1 week from now, you still have 5-6 days, so you can arrange, your knowledgeable experienced broker can arrange for a pre-inspection for the property. If you have concerns regarding foundation, we do have infrared cameras. We deal with a lot of home inspectors who carry those packages. And then if you want roofing, or you want swimming pool inspection, so we have special clauses which we use to protect our buyers and sellers client. So again, I hope you like the video. If you are in the marketplace looking to purchase a property in London area, you're looking to buy in Windsor, Chatham, Sarnia, GTA area, give our experienced, knowledgeable Supermax Realty team. You can reach us at www.supermaxrealty.ca. And or if you're an investor, you want to assign your property or sell your rental property, give me a call for a free home evaluation without any obligation. My number is 647-961-2639. And if you're a first time visitor to my channel, you haven't subscribed the channel, please click the bell button. And if you like this video, smash the like, and then I'll keep you posted, guys. And be safe. We are still under lockdown in Ontario, so be careful, and God bless you all.